Yo, hey man, say man, how's your day, man? It's your favorite trader GDO come out with another video, man. Let's go ahead and get off into this, man. I don't have a lot of time, but it's a lot of good information in this one day. Monday was a great learning lesson for anybody who's new to trading, right? It was a great learning lesson. Why? Let's get off into it. For those people who are up at pre-session hours, right? Pre-session, pre-market hours, 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Wait, am I tripping? Or 5 a.m. Central Standard Time, like Cali and them, right? If you guys were able to get this BOS out of this 2 hour, you definitely ate, right? But why did that happen? Why did that happen? Why did we buy at 8? Why did we break structure at 8:50? We came in contact with a 2 hour internal, right? Now Friday we came in contact with close contact with a daily internal and probably like a 2 hour and a 4 hour right here. I just don't have it marked because it's not relevant to me right now. From there, we had a bigger structure on the 5-minute time frame, and since then we have not been back to the external low of this entry, right? We started trying to climb this mountain. I made money on this trade. We started to climb this mountain, and of course that's Friday, so at 5 p.m. the market closed. Now here we are, Monday. I'm tripping. No, I'm not tripping. Sunday, of course, Sundays are Sundays. Not really much going on. Now, internals and externals, if prices come in contact with those, it is what it is. Make your money. But Sundays, usually there's nothing going on. So coming Monday, pre-market, of course, we see that breaker structure coming in contact with the 2 hour internal. We have the breaker structure. Then we go ahead and finish climbing that mountain. We touch the peak. Now, you see where the top of this is. You see there's an hour internal, daily internal, hour. 2 hour, 4 hour. What is an internal? Fair value gap, inverted fair value gap, weekly gap, daily gap. They're all internals, right? So once we see that at 8:50 we broke the structure, we can assume that we are going to go reach that peak. Those are the highs that our take profit would be set, right? Yes, we have a daily internal in the way. So yeah, exactly, right? There's a daily. So yes, I missed out on the buy. It was a beautiful buy, such a beautiful buy, textbook, right? But I wasn't tripping because based off the exceeded edge model, I was focused on my sales today. I didn't care about what the market did. I didn't care if the market took the buyers 300 points to the upside. I was going to catch my sales. You know what I'm saying? That's why I waited. Now, here's the problem. I've been trading 6+ years. I don't even know at this point. And yet, I still made the mistake of entering my trade and exiting out of my trade simply because of emotions, right? No parameter was touched. My stop loss wasn't touched. It was touched because of what? I moved it. My stop loss wasn't touched, nor my take profit wasn't touched at the moment. Yes, the buy at 8:50 was beautiful. Contact 2 hour internal, breaker structure, beautiful price movement to the upside, right? But based off the exceeded edge model, I'm looking for my sell. Just like we finished climbing this mountain that was created for us on Friday, now it's time to jump off the cliff and go get all these lows. There's a lot of lows to get. Now, will we actually go and touch all these lows? I don't know. The market has to tell us. But there are lows to get. So when entering in that sell, jumping off that cliff, you have to look and use your, not common sense, but what's relevant. What lows are most likely for us to get based off where the internals are located? We have a low right here, low right here. Of course, we have this low to go get, this low to go get, this low, that low, that low, that low, and that low, right? Coming to get these lows would put us at a contact with the 4 hour internal. Now, let's talk about it. As I said before, I didn't care if they took the buyers 200 points up here. When we touched that major time frame internal, I was going to catch that sell down. I don't care, right? But seeing that there's a bunch of hour internals, there's 3 hour internals, meaning I can expect price to play and bounce between all these internals. I can expect that because every time frame has 2 objectives, internal, external. So if the objective at the moment is internals, it's just going to be there until we move on to the external. Broker structure at 11:15. Now my entry was right there. Now at this point, we're following the exceeded edge model to a T. Right, we were patient, we waited, but we messed up because we expected this 5-minute internal to save us. But price was very aggressive to the upside, straight just pierced it, right? And then it looked as if that internal was going to be used as support to go higher. Of course, if we went higher, we was going to catch our sell here, right? I really don't see it making another all-time high, even though the instrument NAS naturally goes up. That's what the instrument is to do. It's supposed to go up, right? That break of structure, it gave us a little profit. Why am I moving my stop loss down? Why am I even touching my stop loss, right? And that's a problem a lot of new traders will face. And your reason for doing it may not be the same, right? My plan today was taking 2 trades that would equal up to the stop loss for 1 trade. My stop loss for 1 trade naturally is 50 points. So I'm risking 25 points on each one of these trades. I really didn't have any business moving my stop loss, right? So after dealing with my son and just walking around talking to my wife, I look at the chart and I realize, bro, price done came all the way back through the internal, the inverted fair value gap, and we're back where we started. I had no reason to get out my trade. No reason to get out my trade, right? So I comfortably entered in my trade again. The little money I lost in that first trade, it made a little bit more. Not that I made something that's worth talking about, of course not. You feel me? Because I made a rookie mistake this morning. I was being a noob this morning. Why am I touching my parameters when I do the due diligence and then I set my trade? I should walk away from the chart because it's not up to me anymore. I should have done the research on Bar Replay. I should have done my due diligence and studied and done my homework to where this trade for me is like a 70, 80, 90% chance of it winning. That's the point of doing Bar Replay. You know what I'm saying? And we capitalized off of it. Not a crazy day to brag about, but we survived. And the biggest thing in this trading game is protecting capital. Today, I definitely protected my capital. Hey, man, say, man, it's your favorite trader, man. GDO, come out with another video, man. Have a good day, man.